Hey everyone, Dan here. Today I have a video on how I did one of my runs for the Gowther boss on hell difficulty, and at the beginning here I will go over my team and their loadouts and why I used them. So Layla here, her ult's pretty good. It removes ult gauge. She heals incredibly a lot, and also if you get it to 3-star it also cleanses. And her first attack, it removes ult gauge if you get it to 2 stars or 3 stars, and also it just does AoE damage, so it's really helpful. Next up we have King, who heals again, cleanses on a 1-star, which is really helpful for this. His attack just does a little bit of damage, although on phase 2 you don't want to use it, because you can actually end up giving Gowther his health back. But the main reason I actually had him in here is because of his ultimate. He does incredibly a lot of damage and is very useful. Elaine here, she has attack up for the team, which is very helpful, and her attack also does AoE damage, which is also good. And if it's a 2-star or above, you also do attack down on everyone apart from Gowther, unfortunately. Doesn't affect him, that debuff. And we have him as well literally just for his passive, where he gives all blue units 30% extra health from being in the sub spot, so that's really good. Very helpful, and I'm using just an attack food just to get myself over the 150, and also more attack just makes it easier, seeing as you're already getting 30% extra health from the subs. So yeah, I'll try and explain what I'm doing, or like decisions I'm making while I'm doing it, and also any tips I have. So straight away I used Layla's attack too, just for the fact that Gowther's probably gonna hit her and like make it go down to a 1-star, so then you don't get rid of any ult gauge, so use that off the bat. Use all of King's 1-star attacks now, or just his attacks, because you're not going to use them on the second phase, so you want to get rid of them. And yeah, and also basically just get his ult up. All of them you just want to get their ult up as quick as possible, so you can do as much damage as possible. And you can see by his health bar already, it's done quite a lot just from doing normal attacks without ultimates, so yeah. Okay, now she has her ultimate. That is going to get rid of 3 ultimate gauge bars on everyone on the other team, which is really helpful. And also she has a 2-star, which is also very good. What you don't really want to do here is kind of what I did here, because I did actually too much to the ads on the side, which I almost killed him. Luckily I didn't, and this is why I played a bit more careful on these next few turns. If I didn't, what happens is, if you do kill any of them, Gowther actually gets a 300% attack boost, and you don't want that, because that's basically a team wipe. Actually, in fact, you might see it now. I think I did actually kill them, and then I think I just lived a turn, and I was able to finish them off. I think that's what I did. We'll see in a second. Part of these runs are kind of down to luck, hoping that he doesn't get rid of your ult gauge on the particular units that you're trying to get up quick. Just takes a couple of tries sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely didn't want to kill the side ones, that's why I didn't make any moves there. Just trying to get that ultimate to get a big boost of damage, and then finish off with any other ones I can. On the left hand side of the video, you'll see on screen a couple of people who would be good alternatives to some of them. As you can see, actually just finished off with that 40% attack boost on a 2-star from a lane. If you get a attack 3-star, that actually gives you a 60% attack boost, which is huge. But to be able to get that gold is actually pretty annoying, so you generally just want to do 2-star silvers. And also here you can see, if you actually hit Gowther with a single non-AoE attack, actually gives him full health. But if you use the attack first, on the first move, when he's already at full health, it doesn't actually do it. Or at least that's what I've seen so far from my runs so far. So yeah, as you can see, just King's ultimate and hers has got him to half health. So that's good. Annoyingly now, King does die. Because I didn't get any luck with the heals, but this team's so good. You doesn't need to have a perfect run to be able to win. You can just get by if a unit dies. Mainly just King. If Layla died, it would have been pretty difficult to do, just because her heals are just so good, and her ultimate reduction on the other team is just too important. To be honest, I don't actually know how you would do this if you didn't use her, sadly, because I know not everyone got her. I know quite a few people from my guild actually didn't get her either, which is quite annoying. Best thing about Elaine's ultimate, it actually gets rid of stance. So you see there, one of the bodyguards is actually done taunt, but because of the ultimate, it actually got rid of it, which is good. And you just really can't let Gowther's bodyguards get their ultimate. If they get their ultimate, you are losing 2 of your units. There's no way around it. I don't care if you're the most powerful player in this game, they're gonna die. As far as I've seen, I haven't seen anyone with over 170k health, so yeah, that's basically a wipe at that stage. And as you can see here, her heals are just so clutch. Like there, it pretty much gives anyone like almost full health back. And that's just not 1-star as well. So as long as you don't give get the bodyguards their ultimate, you're fine. Because of Elaine's passive, every time one of your allies gets hit, next turn they will get 8% defense stacking. I believe it only stacks 5 times, could be wrong, but that's what just makes this so simple of a battle with this team. Because no matter who goes to targets, it just does not much damage at all. And you'll see here, just to finish up, 1 single AoE and the ultimate, and it's done. And that wasn't with a good run. The run before this, King actually didn't die. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I hope some of this was useful, or there were some tips in there that you didn't know. So take care and see you hopefully on the next video.